I'm going to tell you how to be happily rich. Welcome to my morning drive. This is Crypto Billy with Billy Goat Tales. A lot of people say you can either be happy or you can be rich because money does not buy happiness. And they are 100% true. That's a true fact. You can ask a lot of rich people, most of them. They're on their third wives or third husbands. They're on drugs. They spiral out of control, but they have all the houses, all the celebrity, all the fame, all the fortune that they ever wanted. So the key is, how do you be happily rich? You got to break it down. We can start with how to be rich, and then we can go to how to be happily rich, how to be happy. So if you check this channel, you will see we have a couple videos. One of them is how to be happy and how to manufacture happiness. Recommend you check that out. How to be rich. Well, to be happily rich, you have to do it methodically and carefully. In other words, you have to give up a little something to be happily rich. I am happily rich. I am not Bill Gates rich, but I'm set for life, and I'll always be set for life because I lowered my bar. What do I mean? Well, I had choices where I could make millions more, but I chose not to. Why? Because I want to be happily rich. I didn't want to be greedy. I didn't want to put money above everything else. Did not want to take the big money because I knew that it would impact and affect my happiness. Now, most people can't do that. The reason they can't do that is because money blinds them, right? You think the more money you're going to make, that you can buy happiness. And it does work for a short period of time. But it's no different than debt. What I mean by that is if you're making $100,000 a year, you can afford basically the nicest car you possibly can have, the nicest house you can possibly have. But what do you think the guy that's making $1 million is going to do? Well, he's going to afford the nicest house he can possibly have. He's going to afford the nicest car he possibly can have. And guess what? The ratio is the same, whether you're making 100,000 or $1 million. You just upgrade your toys, upgrade the size of your house, but the ratio, debt to income, remains the same. Once you start making $1 million, you figure that out. And you say, wow, I'm really no happier than I was when I was making $100,000. And the cycle goes on. So to be happily rich, you do have to take out a piece of paper, write down what is important to you. Once you do that, once you write down what is happy to you, or that makes you happy, you will see, most likely, that money is not at the top. You will put things on there such as family, your kids, your wife, your mom, your dad. You will see that you put things on maybe like going on vacations or buying a new house or moving to a new city or making sure your kid gets enrolled in the right school. Generally speaking, you're going to be listing out people, love. So why do we then pick something that goes directly against that, such as, we have this great new job and we'll pay you $1 million a year. We want you to come and head it. Oh, guess what? We got to rip your kids out of school, out of Boy Scouts. Got to rip your daughter out of Baton with all of her friends. Got to move across the country or maybe even out of the country. All this stuff that goes directly against what you wrote on your list, because if in fact those things truly mattered the most to you, why would you pick the money? See, we can't help ourselves. Money blinds us. So the key is to still do very well and balance out and keep intact those things that you love and those things that are important to you. So there's your concession. You can still do very, very well in life with making a few concessions relative to making the most money you can. Now, I get the argument all the time. Well, Billy, if I go out and make the most money I can for 10 years, 15 years, and I'm able to bank $15 million, then I can take care of my family. It's a sacrifice, Billy. It's just what you have to do. No, it isn't. The most important asset you have is time. When you burn up time, you will never get it back. When your daughter goes into 4th grade, she's only in 4th grade one time. All the events and all the activities around that year of 4th grade is only going to happen once. And then she's going to be a 5th grader, then a 6th grader, then a 7th grader. You're out slaving for the man, trying to think that you're going to make millions for the future. And guess what you're giving up? You're giving up time, the most important asset. So how important are the things on your list, really? You always have to keep things balanced. You will do well in life. You have to pick the right stuff. You have to pick the right stuff. Hopefully this gives you a little food for thought. Come back, watch Billy Goat Tales, which is on YouTube at Givers Gain 111. We love you. We appreciate you. Have a great day.